Tonight, the backstage love scandal that's rocked the set of The Biggest Loser. The Aussie cleric who wants Islamic rule in Australia. Forever on hold, the telephone calls that are costing you a fortune. And losing weight this winter, we've got Australia's most popular soup diets. But first tonight, the bombshell that's rocked The Biggest Loser house. Seemingly in love and on their way to being married, Leigh and Lara were the glamour couple. But behind the scenes, it appears a totally different story was being played out.
You know, the guy's texting 17-year-olds behind his girlfriend's back. He's meeting them for coffee.
Fame changes people. Once you're seen on television, people recognise you in the street, you suddenly can attract the opposite sex.
72.4 kilos.
Lara's not coping very well at all. She's absolutely in pieces. She's devastated.
They seemed so in love.
We've been together for about 3 years. We have a fun relationship.
I do want to propose to Lara, but I just feel that my weight is holding me back by doing that at the moment. I just don't have the confidence to do it.
Ready to spend the rest of their lives together.
Let's get for you to move on with our lives, because I love you.
Love you too.
At least that's what they kept telling us.
And what are you planning on doing once you're out of the competition?
Marry Lara. Once it's all there, that's it. It's one thing that I wanted to do. Like I did say, Lara, when we did lose weight, I did want to propose to her. So I've lost it all now, so that's the only thing left to do.
Lee's proved to me he's the man that I want to be with.
But now there are reports that the superstar couple from the latest series of The Biggest Loser have split. Johnny Cabray broke the story exclusively for Women's Day.
What is the current status of their relationship?
As far as we're concerned, Lara and Leigh have broken up.
I'm Lara, and I weigh 107.1.
Lee Westren and Lara Whalen were part of Team Westren on the reality show that transforms overweight contestants to be trim, taut and terrific.
If you want Lara to marry you and you want to be a husband like that, you earn her respect. You want to show what the man you are and what you can do. I've seen it better. That's all I want. Let's go with it.
For 23-year-old Leigh and 25-year-old Lara, the change was remarkable.
Please welcome Leigh.
On screen, the two were still very much in love.
I've dreamed of this moment for so long.
But insiders say behind the scenes, it was a very different story.
I hope he stays around because he's spunky.
A lot of people that knew them, a lot of their friends and friends of friends were already commenting. People were asking, like, what's wrong with these two? You know, they seem so in love on the show and they've hardly said 2 words to each other tonight.
Leigh.
As Leigh shed the kilos, he went from chunky to hunky, winning a legion of young female fans.
He absolutely loved the attention. He's a real flirt and he's a friendly guy. He's a bit of a joker and surrounds himself with people and especially with girls. So he was really enjoying the attention.
At a magazine photo shoot, Leigh was clearly revelling in his new model looks.
He looks so spunky.
But Women's Day claims Leigh's flirting has seen the couple split and Leigh moved back in with his parents.
He's been texting quite a few girls that he's met on different occasions, some that he's met at the Easter show, some that he's met the ones that were waiting outside The Biggest Loser house. Actually exchanged numbers with some of those girls. Some of them were 17 years old and he's been meeting a couple of them for coffees and I'm pretty sure that Lara doesn't know about these meetings.
Has Leigh been unfaithful to Lara?
Allegedly, Leigh has crossed the line. I don't know how far it's gone, but Lara has found out, and her friends are saying that she's absolutely devastated by his actions, whatever they were.
ACA's not suggesting Leigh has been unfaithful. However, Women's Day claims their relationship was already in strife when the couple appeared in the show's finale.
A lot of people noticed that things had already started changing between them by that point. There were rumours going around, have they split up? What's wrong with them? Are they arguing? Lara spent a lot of time with Leigh's parents, introducing them as her mother and father-in-law, but she actually spent hardly any time with Leigh at all.
Some people who watched the final show actually thought there was a distance between the two of them. Now, maybe we're reading things into that now in light of what we think has been going on. But there did seem to be quite a coldness. They didn't seem to be the happy couple that they had portrayed themselves to be in the months prior.
Entertainment reporter Peter Ford says if they've been acting for the cameras, it's time for Leigh and Lara to come clean.
What we don't know for certain is when they actually have split up as a couple. Now, if they were still trying to work things out, if they were still together in some form or fashion, that's okay. But if it was absolutely over privately, but publicly they were still selling themselves as a couple, that's not on.
Being a reality TV star can make you a lot of money, especially when it's a love story that the viewing public has taken to their hearts.
I know for certain that if they did work it out, then it would be very lucrative for them, because there's obviously magazine deals to be had with with the selling of their engagement and wedding story. They're hot property at the moment.
What sort of money are we talking about?
I think that they could probably get an offer of up to $50,000 or $60,000 for a joint deal of their engagement and wedding.
Was she caught out by all of this?
I think so. Lara has had a huge transformation as well. She looks completely different and she's absolutely gorgeous, but in her mind she's still that overweight girl with no confidence, and she just hasn't come out of her shell like Leigh has.
But with the show now over, Leigh's fame could be short-lived.
He's not going to be, Leigh from The Biggest Loser forever. He's going to go back to real life, his 9-to-5 job. He's not going to be at appearances anymore or at parties, and then I think that, he'll realise what they had together, and hopefully this is the wake-up call that he needs.